Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Reverend Maria Leggett, and I am coming live to you from Dayton, Ohio. Today is the day after my 55th birthday. So happy birthday to me. Whoop, whoop. Pisces are amazing human beings. We are naturally connected to all things water and psychic ability. So I love being able to do what I do for a living. Thank you, producer. I see a thing that comes across the screen that says, happy birthday. I truly love what I do. I love being able to help other people. And I have a beautiful new announcement that's going to be coming out on April 1st. If you are one of my email subscribers, you already know what it is. And I just am so excited and thrilled to do all the things that I do, being of service. Earlier today, I did a podcast record with Chuck Tuck from Amazing People, Amazing Things. And if you've never listened to his podcast, what an amazing human being, bringing light to so many different paths. And we talked today about how mediumship can help with the grieving path. And so if you are grieving or dealing with something very difficult, being able to seek out a medium is wonderful for you because it can help you to bring clarity and information to a situation that you may not understand. One of the things that I think is super important that we talked about today on Chuck's podcast that I'd also like to mention today is if you know someone in your life or love someone deeply who has passed away from a self-inflicted wound, whether it's suicide, however that is, it's important that all of you know that there was nothing that you could have done to have stopped that outcome. Every single soul that I have ever read who has committed suicide or chosen to take their life, whatever word is comfortable for you, they've all said to me, there was nothing that anybody could have done to have stopped me. And there were people who would have called them the same day, people who would have come over the same day. And of course, then we have people who hadn't seen them for a couple of weeks. There was nothing that you could have done that would have intervened to have stopped them from doing what they did. And so it becomes really important that we talk about this and we can release the guilt that is associated with so many people who may be struggling with this in their lives right now. And so I just want everybody to know that Spirit loves you. They are not mad at you. There's nothing to forgive. And they want you to know how much they appreciate the time that you spent in their lives. And with that, excuse me, I would like to welcome Peyton to the show. Hi, Peyton. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How may I be of service to you today, Peyton?
Um, to be honest, my mom just texted me saying I'll be getting a call and I gotta answer it. So I don't really know.
It's always ominous when mom takes that call, gives that message and says, hey, you're going to get this text and you need to answer
Yeah, it really is, especially from her.
it. So is that really what you want to know about? Is there anything else that you're interested in?
Um, I don't know. I've been really worried about me getting a new job and all because I can't really find anything that I really enjoy doing.
Hmm.
But that's just life.
So one of the things that I want to ask you, Peyton, I can hear Spirit very clearly saying, do you know what you really enjoy?
No, not really.
Exactly. And that's why you're having a difficult time finding a job that you enjoy, because Spirit's showing it to me as though it's almost like a confusion state for I'm not really sure what it is that I like, so I don't know what to go for. And they're showing it to me as though you're applying for jobs that you feel are going to be easy peasy and they should be hiring me, but they're not. So you're getting very confused and frustrated with that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so, what your spirit team wants you to know is they're not coming to you because you have said, bring me a job that I'm going to enjoy and have fun with. However, if you're not really clear on what you enjoy and what you want, how can they bring you something that they're not sure what to bring you? So, right now, it becomes really important for you to start thinking about what do I enjoy? I understand that we have bills to pay, that we have very certain things that we need to do in this life. At the same time, we also need to be able to enjoy it, or we can get really bored or upset with it and don't want to do it. So, this is a great time right now because we are in the waxing moon. We just had the new moon a couple of days ago. And this is a really good time to sit down and start manifesting the job that we want in our lives. So, Spirit is showing it to me as though it would be time to sit down with like a pen and paper and say, okay, these are the hours that I want to work. So that means if you don't want to work weekends, then find a job that's only Monday through Friday. If you don't want to work first shift, then say, I only want a job that's second shift. And then you want to tell Spirit real clear what are the things that you want so that they can bring it to you. And that's going to help you to manifest more abundance, bringing more things into your life so that you can have all the things that you're searching for. They're showing it to me as though, I want to be able to have gas money to go where I want to go. I want to be able to go to the mall and buy what I want to buy. And I'm feeling very limited by these things right now. And so figuring out what's important to you outside of what someone else wants to tell you, this is what you have to do. And this can come from conditioning from our parents growing up in a house that says, well, this is what I think you'd be good at, and that's what you should do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So being able to let go of what mom thinks, what dad thinks, what any siblings think, and truly look inside of your heart, right? Look inside of your heart and say to yourself, what do I want? What do I want to do? What makes me truly happy on this earth? And think about the things that you enjoy doing. I mean, perhaps it's time for you to do, and this is something you might want to consider because Spirit's bringing this up for a reason. Perhaps you have a hobby that you like doing part time and it's something that you can do to make money from. I mean, when I first started doing this work, I started doing, tarot readings or oracle card readings just a couple of times a week. And it's turned into a full time job for me. So look at something that you enjoy and say, okay, can I turn this hobby into a job so that you don't always have to work for someone else? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because Spirit's showing it to me as though you get really tired of having to like punch a clock and show up on time because it's one of those things where being on time and having to be somewhere right at an exact time can be a pain in the butt sometimes, and that was me. I didn't like that either, which is why I like setting my own hours. And so Spirit's like, this would really help you to feel less restricted, because they're showing it to me as though I want to say like the typical jobs, right, in quotes, the air quotes, typical jobs are kind of
Yeah.
too constricting for you. You like a little bit more freedom. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
And so you can think about doing things like, working for DoorDash, going and doing, rides, or you can start delivering things. I have a friend of mine who works for, I think it's DoorDash or Uber, and she absolutely loves what she does. The stuff that she posts on Facebook with the people that she meet are hysterical. It keeps all of us in stitches. And she truly loves being able to help people. And she does it all hours of the day, whatever she determines is her day that time. And she loves doing it. And that's not for everybody, but it's something that she enjoys. So finding a way that you can work for yourself while also receiving a regular paycheck at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, is there something particular that you enjoy doing that you think you'd be able to find abundance and a regular paycheck in?
See, I enjoy doing a lot of things, but I know I'm not good enough where it could like financially make a living off of. You know?
W- Well, but that's where you have to start switching your mindset. You may not think that you're good enough, but somebody else may. We are always our worst critic. And that's one of the things that you have to start shifting and changing in your manifestation. I am good at this. And you get better the more often that you do it. So you just have to lean into it and say, okay, I can do this. Empower yourself, believe in yourself. I can do XYZ, whatever it is. because they're showing me, and I don't know why, like I feel like I need to do stuff crafty with my hands. So I don't know if you would make little things or whatever it is, but I feel like my hands need to move. And Spirit saying with more practice, things can get better. Does that make sense?
That totally makes sense because I absolutely love paint and like photography and all that stuff.
Perfect. And so you can start doing little things, right? Start taking little pictures and asking people, hey, listen, if I give you this picture, can you make a meme out of it, but give me credit for it? And then ask people to start posting it. Like that's how you start getting your name out there, small ways, and lean on your friends, lean on your family. And then once these things start getting shared over and over, then you can start making your own, like a Facebook page to say, okay, here's my photography. Here are the things that I've done, my paintings. And then the more it gets shared, the more recognition you get. But your first step is for you to start doing it, lean into it. Make a Facebook business page, start posting, invite all your friends to come like it, invite all your family to come like it, and start putting your name out there and doing stuff and showing the universe this is what I want to do. And then watch how spirit continues to bring you business, to bring you people, to put you where you need to be rather than always working for someone else, working for yourself and finding happiness in doing those things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is time for you to start believing in yourself. Don't say, I can't. I want you to think about anything is possible and what you can do and how you can do it. And just lean into spirit, right? New moon, manifest, write it all out. These are all the things that I want you to bring me. And then just start acting on it. Do one little single thing every day that you can do that's going to make a difference and get you to that point so that you start manifesting that life that you want and you deserve so you can keep your freedom and be happy, and then of course keep mom satisfied at the same time because you know moms have all these demands for being a normal person.
Mhm.
Does that all make sense?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Peyton, for joining the show today. I really appreciate you. Thank you to everyone else who was on the show today for watching and for being here. I am so appreciative for each and every one of you. If you would like a book for learning how to lean into your intuition, go to marialeggett.com/freebies, FREEBIES, and you can sign up for my Signs and Symbols Intuition Guide. Thank you so much and have an amazing rest of your day. See you next week.